story that Seth had, I think.
Weird. It works at 5.5 now, right?
Yeah,
I
it
do have unlimited.
5.5, everyone's a god. Especially with healing, yeah, because you never die.
I'm the god of healing. I'm just gonna take one action heals and do 3 of them around every round. You get a heal. They're gonna call me Oprah. You get a heal.
You're the Oprah of 2024 D&D. Now I want to make a cleric. I want to make a cleric Oprah. Maybe a bard Oprah that has like mass
So
healing wounds.
I'm still using the legacy cure spells. Should I move to the 2024 ones?
We don't.
No, we're not using 2024 yet.
Okay.
And I might just be a monk because if you take Tavern Brawl, they changed Tavern Brawler to where unarmed strike. If you have Tavern Brawler, you can re-roll ones. So which means if you take it as a monk, you just never roll a 1.
Great, you can roll 2s.
Right, it costs you a feat.
Yeah, it's
everything
statistically
costs a
like
feat.
1 over 2 over 3. Like your average damage is a 3 every time if you're rolling d6. So who cares if you get a 1?
They give
monks
more
get it.
feats now, right?
Yeah, their damage goes up a little bit quicker in the new edition too.
Yeah, but I'm just saying your hit dice, right? It doesn't matter.
Oh, your hit? No, well, monks get a D8.
Okay, so if it's a D8, you know what I mean, 4. So yeah, 1.
Or no, wait, is it a D10?
No, whoa, oh god, they're
They
becoming
don't get
an
a
animal.
D10, do they?
I'm about to find out.
I don't have a D10 in my hit dice for my monk.
That's because you're not cool.
I have a fucking broken monk made from third party. What do you mean?
Old monks are D8.
Old monks are D8. Let's see. New monks are. Survey says D8.
D8.
Still D8.
All right. I mean, that's good though. That's bumping your flat by 25%. That's worth it. Is it just on one roll? One roll, probably, of the attacks.
You're talking about their hit dice. Or you're talking about their damage that they do.
I'm talking about the ability to reroll.
That the Tavern Brawler thing, it affects.
The Tavern that's separate from monk entirely.
Oh, you're gonna feed into that just to be able to not roll 1s.
Yeah, that's cool. the idea.
Just don't roll 1s, bro.
Yeah, the new Tavern Brawler feat. If you're attacking with unarmed attack and you roll a 1, you can re-roll. But and monks only use unarmed, so it'd be great for them.
What if you just?
It'd be okay.
1?
I feel like it's a trap.
Yeah, I just wouldn't roll 1s. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just never gonna roll 1. I mean, you get to re-roll them, so it does up your average damage. But the higher your damage dice becomes, the less often that's going to pop up. So at higher levels, when you're rolling a D10 or a D12, you're going to have a 10% or 8% chance of that, kicking in.
Does it
actually? You're going to have
actually
damage from other places.
your level?
Is it?
No,
is it damage? I thought it was just your attack dice, so it'd only be a D20.
No. If you roll a 1, you're talking about Tavern Brawler. Tavern Brawler is only on damage.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, it doesn't stop you from critically missing. It just stops your shittiest damage from being a 1 you can re-roll it to, possibly a 2 of 8 or 3 of 8 or something.
Monks have some. They got a little bit of juice in 2024. There's a guy that's playing.
I like my monk.
That makes it slightly less broken
then. They did some things I actually like for the monk in 2024. They took away the spamming stunning blows, which I thought was kind of annoying, because like a monk could be like, I'm gonna get a bunch of attacks, I'm gonna run and I'm gonna stun every single person in this room, because they just use every single one of their points in like the first round to make sure that they just end the combat, and it felt like, well, this is kind of boring, because if you hit 4 times, the chances that someone's gonna fail a stun is pretty good.
I
and
had to
hit
stop
like 10th
myself
or
from
11th
doing
level,
that with flat.
you were also conservative with your points and used them for other things too.
Yeah.
But the temptation was, and the ability to do it was still there. And there were times where you feel like you have to do it because they have this ability, which is so powerful. It's like, why, the temptation to use it is very strong, to go to the dark side of the monk.
Basically, if 5th edition monks are those kung fu movies, then 6th edition monks are full on anime.
So kind of. Yeah, no. All right. Enough about 2024. Is everybody good and settled and ready for some Strahd?
Yeah.
You guys ready to fight Baba Lysaga?
No.
Yes. Always.
Okay.
Is she ready to fight us, Rob?
Oh shit, yeah.
I would have been
So
ready to
I
make a
have-
long rest.
I have first and second spells.
You have not had a long rest. You've had a short rest. Baba Lysaga is rolled up in her giant skull Cadillac, floating in the sky, at the edge of the mist, looking down over the stones that are across the river from Berez. Your group is sitting in this little dome, which again is not invisible. It is right there, sort of in the middle of all these stones, and that is not natural. And Baba Yaga understands what magic is. She had a hut of her own. She likely knows this spell and recognizes it.
Are the Mardikovs still with us?
Yeah, because I think you guys said that you hadn't sent them off yet. So if you look down at the map here, you'll see that Erwin Mardikov is right here, and then you got a couple of were ravens. You got Marina, and that's all that could fit in this thing. I think you can fit 9 people, and I squeezed in Giggles.
Oh,
I think it's okay. We're fully rested. We can kick her butt.
Man.
Jareth is not in there?
No.
All right, put yourself where you think you're going to be.
Yeah, you're right next to me at the top.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's saying he does not want to be.
Yeah, I would have been leaning up against the stone again.
Put yourself on the map where you think you should be then.
I'm trying. It's not working.
Why is it not working?
I don't know.
Can you not select your token?
No.
I can move you.
Point to the stone that you want me to move you to. There you go. Is that where you want to go?
Have I moved?
You have. You are over here now.
It looks like I'm still there on my screen. Oh, there we go. Yes, that's where I want to be.
Alrighty. So there is an opaque hemisphere in the middle of the stones, and then there is Jareth, who is sitting duck. You want to wild shape into a duck? Make this thematically appropriate.
No.
What about a goose?
I mean, it depends if we have enough time to do something. I don't think we do.
Right now is where we're going to start, right where we ended in the last game, with Baba Yaga coming up out of the mists to investigate the stones and seeing the tiny hut, and now seeing Jareth, who is not in it. Let me put a little bit of dark music here because she is pissed. You guys are the subject of her wrath.
We're fully rested. Let her come.
Would the spirit totem work for everybody in the hut?
Magic effects do not penetrate the hut.
Damn.
We got a long rest, didn't we?
We got short
No,
rest.
We did not.
Short rest. Not that it matters to Nazoth. An hour later is the same thing as 8 hours later for you.
Sans the hit points, but oh well.
Well, you could get hit points from a short rest if you have hit dice. Are you damaged? Looks like you are a little bit damaged.
I am.
You could have gotten some hit points back from a short rest if you have hit dice to spend.
I still got a few to spend.
One more.
Let me know when you are all ready. Whatever you guys need to do it for the short rest.
I'm set.
All righty.
So yeah, I only have that scroll of Revivify. That's all I can use right now. Even with the diamond, I don't have the spell slots.
That's too
You have
bad.
no spell slots left?
Not at 3rd level.
You're
I have 1st and 2nd slots left.
You're paladin,
so
right?
the only way you can help somebody is with the scroll if they go down.
Yeah.
You don't have any levels above that. You're out of
channel
4th and 5th.
That only gets me 2nd level slots.
But that would give you a slot.
I have 2nd level and 1st level slots all ready to go.
Okay.
I just don't have
that's
my
something,
3rd or 4th level.
Right?
Yeah.
You're not totally
I was trying to say that.
No, he does already have, or she already has 1st and 2nd level spells. He just doesn't have any 3rd.
Okay.
I think is what
you can still do some nice damage. Don't sell yourself short.
I'll be fine. I just don't have those. I don't have multiple Revivifies at my. Which I would if I had my slots.
It's fine. It just sucks for the second person. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Sorry, if Giggles goes down, Giggles gets it. So you guys need to plan accordingly.
Giggles, hide! I shout.
Hopefully, Giggles.
If you waste that on Giggles, I'll kill him myself.
Right.
That's how we get rid of Nazov?
He comes
I'm
back.
kidding. I wouldn't do that.
Does anyone remember if last session I used that vengeance thing on the lady? I think I did. Can I get advantage on them?
I think that you did. I think you used it on
So it
somebody.
comes back in a short rest. That's why. Okay. Because I believed I did, and I was checking my character sheet, and I didn't want to be able to use it again. But I can get that shit back in a short rest.
All right. Did you get that back on a short rest then? You've already updated your character sheet?
Yeah, that's why I was confused, because I was like, I swear I used that.
Yeah.
But what I don't have is any second level spells.
Okay.
You don't need
All right then.
Those are for chumps.
It'll be fine.
Alrighty. Let's get this party started. Let's throw in a little bit of tense battle music, dark battle music.
Ross, what kind of vibes going on in your hut?
Kind of vibes? Well, it's a little dark in there, and it doesn't like. I mean, it's cool. It's warm for you guys. This keeps the rain off. If there's something else, Riles, about the hut that you think should be included, now's the time to say.
No. It's very halfling-ish. Like, it's very cozy and lots of linen fabrics.
Short roof.
So it doesn't look like an open night.
Throw pillows.
Mic night with just like a single mic and one stool.
Oh God, no! This is
The
where
rest of us
Riles goes
sit
when he
staring at
after
you.
that.
This is to get away from that
Yeah.
bed.
It's the exact opposite of that.
5-foot ceilings.
Look outside. Oh shit! Look who's coming.
All right.
Well, Riles' spells are smaller, so yeah, it probably is.
Riles' spells are small.
Yeah. 5-foot ceiling.
All right. Coming out of the fog, you see this skull. Riding in the skull, this old woman, her hair matted with rain and kind of plastered to her face. It's like a wool or gray iron almost. She calls out between blasts of thunder and lightning from the storm back over Perez. Come out of your hiding places. Come out, or I will root you out. Surrender now, and your deaths will be quick.
I think she's talking to us.
Yeah.
What was that? I couldn't hear you over the storm. Did you say you wanted to surrender? I mean, okay. I actually don't have time.
When you poke your head out, Nazov, to make a joke, you see her kind of look down at you, and her hand comes out. She points. You, another servant of the wizard, sent here to perish in darkness. How many is it now? What number are you? 5? 6?
I don't have a number. What wizard? What are you talking about?
The one that sends you here for power.
Strahd?
Your patron.
Oh. Nazoth Prime. Oh.
Yes.
We just got
The
lost.
coward that he is. Not brave enough to come here and face the darkness by himself. No, he sends you to die in his stead.
Oh.
I have met your others before. I have killed one of them myself.
Really? Oh, glad you would have told me about that.
Why would he tell you? You are nothing but a fingernail to him.
Shut up and get down here and fight me.
Oh, I'll be coming. I'll be coming for you.
Guys, we got a problem. She's killed other me's. Suddenly, I'm less confident about this fight.
Other yous aren't here. You're here.
Jareth, are you still outside the orb there?
I was hoping for everybody to come out so I can throw up a spirit totem, so I'm waiting.
I don't think they want. Nazov came out briefly. You heard him on the other side, and then no more.
Then
Nobody
I'll
else is
probably.
gonna come
I'm
out
not
just
staying
yet.
out by myself and being a target.
We're all
tuck
fucking
around
there.
here if I
Fuck
can.
her up. Don't get scared. Come on. This is our
Hear me
moment.
out,
We're
guys.
waiting to hunt her.
Where are you going, Elf? Hiding? Oh, I will find you. Don't you worry.
Yeah, I'll see you in a little
Run,
bit.
run! Perhaps it will be entertaining to chase you through the dark woods.
I say we sleep in here. I mean, she can't do anything, right?
And she just dispel it.
I mean,
Damn it,
yeah, there
yeah.
are ways to get rid of the tiny hut.
I say we fight her because that's why we were here. This is we do this all the time. You guys in your wet underwears, like we get about to
Oh
fight.
no, I'm
and we run
Enough!
away.
I am tired of waiting. And she
I'm
raises
tired
her
too.
hand,
I'm willing to fight her.
Garrison
and
runs
she
out.
casts a spell, and
Oh,
she
Garrison's
dispels
30 feet out
your
this way.
tiny hut.
Damn.
Aha! Good. I'm on her side now. She's got
I
it
didn't
going
even
right
get
way.
out of my PJs.
Yes, waste that spell slot.
Everybody roll initiative.
Oh boy.
This
Here
is
we
it, group. This is
go.
what we were waiting for. We've got her. She's on
No.
full tilt.
Guys, she just wasted a spell slot dispelling our hut. Good. You already have the economy advantage over her.
I should have countered.
Ooh.
Now in 5th edition, if you counter it, they get that spell slot back.
Mhm.
Really?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
awful.
wild. I do
And
not
they
like that.
and they have a chance to resist it by making a Constitution save.
But
my
Mom,
God.
he took my spell slot. I wasted my whole action and reaction on that.
So they're basically useless against bosses now because they can just legendary action resist it.
If they already don't have a good con save, yeah.
That's annoying.
Yeah, I'm hoping that people just don't use it anymore. It's a stupid spell in every
Counter
edition.
spell?
Yeah,
I don't even take it when I use wizards.
I know. Thank you.
I liked when you had to have the spell prepared to be able to use it as a counter spell.
Yeah, and you had to sort of like set your reaction to do it too. Now it's just like it's too easy as a reaction to like end like, oh, I'm gonna here comes like a wizard casting a meteor swarm, and you're like, I'm just gonna use a reaction and snap my fingers, and
Yeah,
maybe I'll get lucky with this die roll, and there goes the meteor swarm.
no. You have to have
Stupid.
meteor swarm prepared and be
Yeah.
ready for it.
Alrighty then. Is everybody rolled in? I gotta roll in Esmeralda, who's like, shit. Now you guys have done it. Pissed her off. I gotta roll in some were-ravens too.
This is good. She'll be on. She's not focused. She's focused on taking us out instead of fighting tactical. Good job, Nazoth.
No, now I definitely have to kill her to curry favor with Nazoth Prime.
You see that? There we go. That's motivation. Dig deep, Nazoth.
All right.
Also, I need to figure if Nazoth Prime wants her dead, I need to know why.
Wants her dead? Well, you don't know if he does. You just know that she claims to have killed one of you that was sent here. And that apparently there have been others. You've already met one. One ghost of
Yeah,
yourself
I know.
wandering around the woods.
Yeah, we thought that was Nazoth Prime, if I recall.
I think you did, but I never confirmed that.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Nazoth Prime is the one that's giving you spells. He's your patron. He's not
Yeah,
here.
he's like a demigod lich. He's like super powerful in some other dimension.
Yeah.
And apparently he's interested in this one.
Yes, apparently he is. All right. I got the Mordekov. Let's roll in the were-ravens separately. Keep Erwin on his own. Now they're all slow. Everybody's caught with their pants down. Except for Jareth, who's on 23 in the garrison, and then Bob Lysaga. Ha ha ha. Jareth, what do you do?
I'm gonna move up first, here, and then I'm gonna cast bonus action the Spirit Totem.
Alrighty.
Hence the bear. So everybody gets advantage.
Stop
2
bears.
strength checks and strength saving throws will in there. Plus, let's see.
What's the aura on this thing? Is it 60 feet?
Yeah, I
40
believe it's
feet?
30. No, 60. No, sorry, that's how much I can move it. Creates an aura of 30 foot. Yeah, 30 foot.
All right, there's your
Sweet.
aura.
All right. Everybody within the circle take 12 temporary hit points.
You can give it to everybody, right? There's no limit?
It says up to as many as I choose.
Up to as many as you choose? Okay. That means that the Were-Ravens and Markov has been looking at it too.
Oh, yeah.
12 points, you said?
12 points. And then... I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna cast... I'm gonna cast Summon Fae.
Alright.
Oh, it's a summon spell. Get a Rob.
What's your Fae look like again?
I've never actually successfully cast it yet, so I don't know.
What do you want it to look like?
Just quickly Google D&D Fae.
I mean, I might have something that'll match for now, rather than trying to create a whole bunch.
Ooh,
give me like a description.
give me a hag.
Okay.
You used that one before, right?
Use one of the daughters.
Yes. Give me Ophelia. Ophelia.
Let's see. She's not technically a Fae; they're fiends, but you can use one of them. Why not? I think they're pretty much the same, whichever one I use. Hold on a second. You want yeah, I think Ophelia and they all look the same.
I'm gonna choose. It's gonna be Trixie Fae, which means the Fae can fill a 5-foot cube within 5 foot of it with magical darkness, which lasts until the end of its next turn.
Oh, this one's not going to work. Let me give you a different one.
Okay.
Because you won't be able to move that one around. Let me just find another hag. I'm going to put in... we'll use this one.
Actually, is Trixie going to help?
Here's your Fae.
Okay.
Give it a name. Where are you going to summon it?
I don't think I can get to her on this one, so just put it beside me. And yeah, we'll make it Trixie.
Okay.
So a 5-foot cube of magical darkness. Put it on me.
That just does it create darkness around her, or does it create just a? Here, can you link it real quick?
It says the Fae can fill a 5-foot cube within 5 feet of it with magical darkness, which lasts until the end of its next turn.
All right, let me bring out a little. It's literally just like a 1 square.
Yeah.
So I've got something that'll work for that. Here's our darkness, which is on you.
And
you should be able to move that around too. It'll disappear next round.
Yeah. I don't believe I'm within range, so that's it for me.
Alrighty.
Health bonus and then disappear to darkness.
Okay, give me 1 second here. Make a couple little notes. Alrighty, and then we go to Garrison.
Garrison is going to go Okay, I want to run 30 feet, kind of up to this wall, but like not hiding behind it, just next to it. He's gonna yell out at her and just be like, "Bring it on, you ugly hag! I've been hunting you for days. Nice of you to show up." And bonus action, first level spell, he will Shield of Faith, and action dodge.
Alrighty, move up. Prepare spell and dodge, no problem. Baba Lysaga is up next. She sees your little bear thing there, roaring and giving you guys aid, and Garrison has kind of run up. Weird little Strixie hag has arrived, but this does not deter her from hurling out a fireball from at max range. She is currently at, let's see how far she is. Yeah, she can throw one right down here. It's got 150 feet range. And the dog runs off real quick.
Yep.
It's the one that's got, the only thing that's got plot armor is the dog, because it otherwise doesn't do anything. And let's bring in the fireball.
Giggles is going to be like that one-eyed guy that comes back from 300 to tell our story.
Yep.
He'll have a character level by then.
Just drops us right down on all of you. And she is going to let's upcast this just by 1 for fun.
Oh my god. It's 98.
Somebody got counterspell?
She's too far away for it.
Oh.
Our wizard's a warlock.
I think Riles has it. They just can't do it.
Very low damage. Lucky for you guys. Only 29 points of damage. The DC dexterity save is 17 though.
Oh, 1 off.
Everybody's eating meatball except Riles.
Fire blasts just as Giggles runs off and hides in the trees.
How about the birds?
Birds. Good question. Let's roll for Esmeralda first since I'm on her. She makes a save. We'll take half damage. 15 points. Where is she? There. There goes her temp. And then 2 of a regular. Let's go for the birds.
Jared,
Erwin and then 2
remember
others.
Your summon should get something about its hit dice because of the kind of druid you are. Get like extra health based on its hit dice because of the summoner you are.
Erwin makes it. He will take 14 points, so he loses his temp, and then only 2 of his regular points. Still up. The next guy makes this. Wait, no, Erwin failed with an 11. Sorry, I got to give him more damage. Give him 14 more points. He's a little hurt.
The fireball hit me right in the face.
Where would that be?
I think it's called Mighty Summoner, if I'm correct.
And that'd
It
be under
should be a
features.
feature that you have. Yeah, check your features. It should say something like when you summon a creature or a monster, whatever, like.
Yeah, any beast or fey you conjure appears with more HP than normal, 2 extra health points per hit die, and the damage from its natural weapons is considered magical. So how many hit dice I have left? I add 2 per?
No, not your hit dice. The hit dice for the fey spirit that you, like the summon fey should have a number of hit die, and then you're able to add 2 per hit die that it has. If that makes sense. But I
So
don't
what monster is this? It's a
called
is
the
it a
fey spirit, but it just says hit points 30 plus 10.
Well, hold on. Before we even get to that, it depends on what level you cast it at, but Jared's also going to need to make a Constitution saving throw to hold on to this spell. It hey, the Fae thing may get, he may lose control.
No, you can't do it.
And Jareth failed to save.
We don't know yet.
Oh, I see. You rolled a 14. I think that's a fail.
Oh, he failed the fireball save. Yeah.
18.
So the DC will be 14, but you make it.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
All right, now we gotta figure this shit out. How many hit die does a Fae spirit have?
It doesn't.
It doesn't say.
This is summon Fae, right?
Yes. But specifically in his feature, it says anytime you summon a creature or a Fae, which is exactly what he's summoning. You know.
So I'm gonna say that it's got 1 hit die for every level that it's been cast at. So 30 is like, that's 3 hit die. If you cast it above 3rd level, then it's gonna have 4 at 4th level, 5 at 5th.
Makes sense.
Because that would make sense as to
Yeah.
like how much hit points it gets.
Okay, so it has.
So you get 2 for each of those levels.
So it's got 3 hit die?
Yes, if you cast.
Did you just cast it at 3rd level?
Yes.
Or whatever it is?
Yeah, because I
it will
don't
have
get
3
the
hit die.
extra
30 hit points.
10.
Right, because you didn't upcast it, but you'll get 6 extra health hit points on it just because of the type of druid you are.
Okay.
All right, damage has been done to the were ravens. Baba Lysaga has done her thing, and she just cackles up there. That's more than I came from.
You missed me. I'm over here.
Where? You peek you up from behind the rock.
Was
I'll get to you later.
So is it half damage if you make it?
It is half damage if you make the save.
Okay.
You call that a fireball? I've had cantrips hit harder than that.
So summon made it.
Warlock foreplay going on.
Would you say 14, Zach?
Yeah, 14 is half. Don't forget to adjust your own hit points.
Yep.
I believe that's all that she can do, but let me double check, huh? Nope, that's all she does this round. She drops a fireball and laughs. Then we go to Riles.
Okay, can Riles shoot a crossbow at her from here?
You sure can.
Okay.
She's
that's what I'll
at, 140 feet, so you might need
Yes.
to move a little closer.
do. It'll be a disadvantage.
She's
but-
technically up a little bit too. She's about 50 feet in the air. So let me make this the right sort of. She threw the fireball here. She can definitely. I'm going to move her just another 10 feet closer, but put a marker on her to let you guys know her elevation. $50 feet.
Ooh, it's pretty good with my new crossbow. Or crossbow.
What's your range on your crossbow?
It's 80 or 320.
All right, so you'll be at disadvantage
So
for the
anything
range.
From 80 to 320. Yeah, I rolled it at disadvantage.
Fucking sniper.
And I
Nice.
still got a 24. Yeah. That's pretty good.
That was a pretty good shot,
Shambles up in his ghillie suit.
which hits her. Even though she's got cover from this skull that she's flying in, flies right over the top and hits her in the arm. She's like, takes some damage.
Alright. That's it for Riles. He moved. He's like, disperse, disperse. No more
Nice shot,
fireball.
Riles. Way to step in the front too. You're so brave.
I'm just trying to get away from the fire.
Esmeralda is going to go next. She is going to move 50 feet, I think, this way, kind of going around, folks. Over here. She's like, spread out. She didn't take too much damage, but she will. She needs to use some spells as well. How far away is she here? A little bit too far away. Not too far away for that. Or that. She casts magic missiles and throws a first level spell up there to see what happens. And Baba Yaga casts a shield spell to block it. Magic missiles won't work.
This round.
She's dead. Erwin is up.
Well, they'll work now. She didn't have a reaction.
Well, they're up right now. She's used her reaction. The shield stays
Shield
until
stays
her
up.
turn comes up again.
Oh, well. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Erwin goes, and he's pretty hurt. He's like, shit, we are not prepared to fight this
Get
woman.
out of here.
He's gonna fly over here, and he calls to the other were ravens to take cover. And he's gonna fly kind of over here behind the stones and take cover there. Gretchen's up.
Okay. Let's see. So she's 50 feet up?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll just go ahead and throw a guiding bolt first level.
Alrighty.
Probably
It will
won't
not
hit.
hit. It will not
Yeah.
hit with her shield and the cover she's got from the skull. Goes up and she kind of ducks and it glances off her magic shield.
Over here!
Where ravens go, one of them
Right.
flies over to take cover with Mordekov. The other one had made the save and is not in the worst condition. And it flies this way instead, taking cover behind this rock. Hold on, let me see how far they can go. Let's see, what does it take to go to hybrid form? Yeah, it spreads wings and it flies over here to take cover kind of in a different area. For this round at least. That's what they're all doing, because their fly is pretty good, 50 feet. Nazoth is up. Let's get rid of Ophelia.
Yeah, I'm like looking at that. And I'm like, is that gonna kill me?
No, that's not done.
I
I pulled
know.
her out, but I realized that you wouldn't be able to control the token. It's the one that's got some weird effects on it. So
I had to zoom in, and I was like, oh, never. That's Ophelia there.
Okay, so she's 50 feet above me. So
120
lost
by
it.
50 is 130, and by hypotenuse, if that
Yeah.
helps anybody.
So you'll have to move about. I think what's your range with your Eldritch Blast?
it's 120 feet.
If you move 20 feet closer, you'll be within range.
Much as I'd love to cast Flight, I'm not in range. Is she a shapeshifter? Can I polymorph her into a more reasonable creature?
Don't know.
I'm not going to risk it.
Eldritch Blast, blam! Hit her with the first one. Despite having some cover. Second one will miss.
Alright, then I'm going to use my last 10 feet to move over here so she can't AoE us. And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Then we go to Jareth. Top of the order.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, move over here. And then
Okay.
let's see. Four. That's not gonna be right now. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna use my bonus action to get some healing. I'll take 7 healing and then.
All right, healing wording.
Yeah, and then the summon Fae will go. So first, I will take its bonus action, which is Fae Step.
Mm-hmm.
So it can move 30 feet. It's gonna move there, and then because it used the bonus action, it gets the mirthful action again, which is the darkness. So we'll move that there, and then.
Oh, you have to choose a mood. You can't every round. It doesn't change when you create the Fae.
I
has a mood,
haven't changed it.
You're stuck with that one.
Yep, that's the one.
Well, you used Trixie. Didn't you say mirthful? You said you used
Sorry,
Trixie last round.
Trixie is the Cloud of Darkness. Sorry, that's what it is.
Oh, okay. You're using the Cloud of Darkness again.
Yes.
Okay.
And then.
All right.
It's gonna use its speed, which is 40. To try to sneak around this way. And then after it moves, that'll be it, because you can't get close enough to hit. That's it.
All right, Garrison's up.
Cool. So the Fae that you have moved with you to the rock and then was able to move 40 again.
It has a bonus action.
It can Fae step 30 feet and then has a movement of 30 or 40 or something.
40.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. All right, bring this let's see what this is. Rob, how tall are these rocks?
I believe they are like 30 or 40 feet, but let me check.
Eagles.
I like a nice tall rock.
The weathered stones range in height. Sorry, from 15 to 18 feet.
How tall is my rock?
Your rock?
The one I'm next to.
It is 16 feet tall.
All right. May I use my action to climb, or movement, or whatever the hell it takes to climb this rock?
Yeah. Give me an athletics check though. These like I don't know if you ever. I'm trying to imagine Stonehenge. I think those stones are pretty hard to climb.
Possible.
So let's say like a DC 15 or something like that.
23.
All right, you're good. With 30 feet of movement, you can get to the top here.
Hell yeah. You ever see like Sylvester Stallone Cliffhanger?
Uh-huh.
That's Garrison right
So you climb to the top with a move action.
now. Oh, nice. It wasn't even my action.
Adrian,
No, because it's only about 15 feet, so I'm giving you that extra. It was 16 feet, but I'm giving you that foot.
You're a fella. Something that I can do to get a leveled spell back. Is there not?
You can use your channel ability, I believe, if you've not already done it. You can only do that once per long rest.
Cool.
So if you haven't recovered one, you can do that.
Great. It's not checked.
You can get a second level spell.
So I'll check that off and get a second level back. Okay. That's good for me. We're doing good here, guys. Really succeeding as a team. Can I hold a reaction for a bonus action? That's some weird shit I've never thought about.
No, you can't hold a reaction. The only way you can hold an action is if you have an action.
But a bonus action would count as an action at
You
that time.
you haven't used an action yet, right?
But I did to do something.
Yeah,
The
you
chat
can't.
war.
Well, you can't take a bonus action and hold it.
Fair enough. Okay, that'll be my turn.
Alrighty. Baba Lysaga is up. Her little chariot moves closer by 40 feet. This way. Kind of hovering around to the side here. You ravens, this will be the last of you. Bringing new enemies to my doorstep. Let's see how you take this fire. Still 50 feet up here, and I think she's still safe from anybody's counter craziness. So let's see here. Who's nearby that she can see? Garrison. Let's see. Garrison's about 45. He's down a little bit. She'll move a little bit kind of further. We still know what you guys can all do, so she's kind of
come back here. I can't get any closer. I climb this fucking rock. Come
on. And let's see where the best fireballs are placed on this map. She could hit 4 people. No, 3 people there, or 4. That's a good one, but that doesn't hit any were-ravens. She really doesn't like the were-ravens. So she's going to throw one over here.
Could you possibly get the hag?
But would she throw that there if she can't see the darkness? Would she center it better?
She can see the darkness, she just can't see you.
Yes. So would she center it better to think, hey, what's
the weird blob of dark? Let's say that she centered it on the were-raven. She's still going to hit you, unfortunately. But you are a little blot of darkness. She may not be able to see you directly because you're hidden in the darkness, but she knows what's going on over there.
I should have hid behind the darkness.
It's kind of the
it wouldn't have made a difference because it just goes around everything. So let's. This is another fireball. Let's use this one. I'm not going to upcast this one just yet. Just going to throw a. You know what? No, she will. She's going to upcast this one a little bit more. Let me go to a 5th level.
No.
She really hates were-ravens. And blames them for you guys coming here. And there's a little collateral damage in hitting Jareth too.
Nice.
This one's a little bigger. 34 points of damage. Again, dexterity saving throws for Jareth, and I got to roll for Urin and the other were-raven. They're probably going to get...
Yay!
Nice,
half
Jareth.
damage. That's...
All right, you'll take half damage, which is 17 points. The were-ravens, Irwin makes the save. The other guy makes it too.
Oh, baby.
However,
con save.
Oh, shit.
They only have 15 hit points and they drop to 0.
I lost my fae.
Shitty ravens. Yeah. We lost 2 ravens and a fae.
They aren't dead. They've just dropped to 0. It wasn't enough damage to kill them outright. They are burnt on the ground, and no, they're unconscious. There's only one thing worse than stunned, and that's unconscious. And that's what they are. They are dying at this point. And then the Fey Hag went away too, so I'm gonna just throw them off in the corner for right now. They're all over in the penalty box down here.
Does the darkness stay until it's next turn?
Was Baba Lysaga? Yeah. Yeah, because I think it doesn't say, unless it says that it requires concentration, it just says it stays until its next turn.
Nothing about concentration.
Yeah, it's not a con thing. It's just like an effect.
It just lasts until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
So it's still there.
How about this? You had the perfect opportunity to say, I'm attacking the darkness.
Did make roast chicken, though.
All right. Riles is up.
Okay, Riles is sick and tired of all these fireballs, so he's gonna fireball himself.
You're gonna fireball yourself?
Fireball yourself and Gretchen.
He's gonna fireball himself.
Sure. Things in Barovia really got dark when Riles fireballed himself.
It's a form of protest. I think I'm just in distance, but if not, I'm gonna move up anyway.
For a fireball has a range of 150 feet, so you could hit her from where you are, or even from further away.
Okay, cool. Well, she's 100 feet away, and then 50 feet.
So that's like 120 feet.
Okay, gotcha. Right.
So.
Yeah.
Fire explodes in the air around her. She's gotta make a save.
Fail.
Flub. Oh.
He succeeds. Ducks into the skull. Takes half damage. But it sets a skull on fire too. So there's that. Seems to burn the skull. What was your
I'm
damage?
running
26?
system.
All of us are rolling terrible damage on fireballs. She takes 13. All right. That seems to scorch her little giant skull, apparatus here, little car. And it scorches her a little bit, but not quite so much as you would have hoped. Anything else for Riles?
No, he's terrified.
All right.
Running for cover.
Esmeralda is up. Let's see what she has. She moves this way, 30 feet. Yeah. And as she does, she's weaving a spell and unleashes a lightning bolt that strikes through the sky, right through Baba Lysaga and the little skull she rode in on. So roll a save for her again. Baba Lysaga, I think, fails that save. Let's check Esmeralda's. DC is 14. She makes it just on the dot. Let's see what the damage is. $27. Blasts the skull here and Baba Lysaga. The skull shatters, and Baba Lysaga falls.
Oh, jeez.
Full damage?
Hell yeah.
That was actually going to be my next attack. I was going to target the skull.
She falls, lands hard on the rocks here. 50 feet. Let's roll 5d6 damage. That roll.
Yeah.
18 plus half of 27, so 13, 31 damage.
Nice. That was Esmeralda, right?
Yeah.
Badass Esmeralda.
Esmeralda, you'll kill anything. I love it.
Got them DM NPCs, man. They're overpowered as hell.
Erwin Martikov is unconscious. Gretchen is up. Oh, let's roll a death save. I'm gonna roll a secret death save for Erwin. All right.
His story might be so much better if he died trying to get the gem back from Baba Lysaga and we bring him back dead with the gem. Ugh, heroic. We should let him die. Think about how bad and guilty his father would feel. Let him die, Gretchen.
Yeah, we could have saved your son, but we thought it'd be more thematic if he died.
He doesn't have to know that. He just needs to know that his son died fighting the evil witch that stole the gem that he blamed his from all along. So put his life on the line just for that. We'll bring him back with the gem on his chest. It'll be a beautiful ending. But you do you, Gretchen, whatever.
All right.
My turn?
Do it. Yeah.
All right. So from where I am, I probably can't see either of them, can I?
Either of who?
The were-ravens.
No, but you heard screams and you knew they ran around that side.
Yeah. So I'm heading towards them, but I don't think there's anything I can do for him this turn. I don't think there's anything I can do to the Saga from where she is either.
Yeah, she's behind stones and trees and stuff.
Really hate to have a turn with nothing done, but I think
Was
that's
that just a
it.
move?
Yeah. Actually,
I mean,
you know what? Since
if
I'm
you
not doing
dash,
anything,
you could throw
I'm
a
gonna
healing
dash
word
in.
if you see them. Yeah, if you dash, if you still have healing word prepared, you can still use that because it's a bonus action.
I don't actually have healing word, but I will use my. I was gonna use Aura Vitality, but that's third level.
Is that a bonus action?
Well, I don't have it ready.
Oh.
It's an action spell, but it allows you to use healing as a bonus action.
Oh, got it.
It's
So
one of
you
those.
just had to dash. You don't have any bonus actions you want to take this round.
I will use Spare the Dying.
Can you do that as a bonus action? All right. Can you do two or just
the
one?
one. So I'll.
Which one?
Let's do Irwin.
All right. Irwin is stabilized, just unconscious. And then right after that, I got to make a death save for the other guy. Alrighty, that has been done. And then we go to Marina, who's the last of the were-ravens who's hiding closer to Baba Lysaga. She is still just going to take cover here behind this rock and dodge in case more fireballs go. She's not tough enough to try to charge this crazy old witch. Nazoth, your turn.
All right. I don't think I'm in range to do anything substantial, so up here. Can I see her from where I am?
You can, but she is prone, and I think probably has a little bit of cover from rocks.
Well, that
Ranged
doesn't
attacks against her are going to be
Blight.
disadvantage.
Well, not blight. It's a con save.
All right, so you're going to cast Blight?
Yep.
All righty then. Baba Lysaga does not have counter spell for some reason. Give me damage. Oh, you did. Let's roll the con save. Ooh, she fails. Takes a lot of damage as boils and stuff erupt on her and sores. Screams out in pain. Ah! You will die! She's not dead. She's just a little bit hurt. Anything else for Nazoth?
Nope. Finish her off, Jareth.
Jareth? Jareth is way far away.
What am I paying you for, Jareth?
So first, I'm gonna bonus action healing word the other Mordekov, not Irwin.
All right. Assuming you're going to step out of your darkness to do that.
Well, I mean, I don't have to.
You do, because you can't see. You're in darkness.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right, yeah.
8 points. Stabilizes this guy. Brings him back to consciousness. He wasn't dead.
Okay. 25 left. I wouldn't be able to see her anywhere here, would I? Yeah, if I'm not gonna be able to see her because I want to be able to cast a spell, then I might as well just dash up. Yeah, I'll dash up to there and then end my turn.
Alrighty. Garrison is up.
Hey Rob, what's it cost me to get off my rock?
You have to climb back down with 30 feet and make another athletics check. You could hang from the top edge and make an athletics check versus a DC 15 to drop the distance without biffing it.
Like kind of jump off the roof kind of thing.
We're sort of hanging from the edge. Now that'll put you about 10 feet or so, a little bit less than 10 feet off the ground.
Right,
and that's sort of like 10 feet's my threshold.
I got a 13, so I fell in the mud.
Whoa! And you'll take a little bit of damage. 1 point. But it knocks you prone when you fall.
Ouch. Okay. Half of my movement to get up. How much do I have left now after my jump and stand up?
So take 5 off for trying to climb down this way, and then whatever you got left, half that.
25 half is 12, which is 10.
Yeah, let's say 10.
Okay, so 10 feet there. That's 40 feet away. I will dash 30. Can I do that, or am I still halved?
No, you only half. When you dash, it kind of resets after you've moved.
Okay. I will then dash 30 feet right by this bush and rock here.
All right.
So that is everything but a bonus action. And that's all I got. Oh, actually, hold on.
Alright.
I took damage. Constitution.
Oh, for your Shield of
Yeah,
Faith.
we're
Right?
good. Okay.
Yeah, you're okay. Alrighty. Baba Lysaga is up again. She climbs to her feet. She looks a little ragged after falling out of the sky and getting lightning bolted and fireballed herself. She's still a tough old bird. And let's see. How far away is everybody right now? Well, you guys are all pretty close, but not that close. Yeah, she doesn't like being close to spellcasters, so she'll climb kind of backwards up onto this rock. And she's going to start casting her own spells. Let's see. All right. She climbs back up on this rock and casts a spell and summons in a cloud kill.
That's just a cool name.
I know. Cool spell.
Is it? We're about to find out.
I believe. Let's bring it up here. It is it creates a 20-foot radius sphere of poisonous yellow-green fog. Centered on a point you can see within range. It spreads around corners, lasts for a little while, and it slowly creeps away from her. Everything inside this is heavily obscured. But when a creature enters the spell or for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, has to make a Constitution saving throw or take a bunch of poison damage. And she is upcasting this by 1 level.
Cloud kill +1.
Turn this thing green. Can't really see it that color. Let's try a different green. Yeah, sure, why not? Shoot it green. Cloud of noxious stuff. She's going to throw it kind of over at Nazoth. She knows that there's a lot of people hiding behind these rocks, so she'll drop it right next to the rock there. She'll go a little further back. How far can she see here? There we go. Still not going to get Jareth, I don't think. Jareth's going to be right at the edge.
Oh, like it.
All right. She has cast this spell and moved back a little bit. And that is all that she can do at the moment. Riles is going to be the next person who is up. And Riles is going to have to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 17 versus the Cloud Kill.
No. I failed.
8. That means you're going to take the full brunt of this. It's going to be 6d8 damage. Poison damage. 20 points. I rolled low.
Yep. Nice and low.
Babala softballs out here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does it can I see through it? Can I run out of it?
You cannot. You can run out of it.
Okay. Alright, well that's what I will do.
You can't see through it, but you can run out of it.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna run out of it. And I know that she's this way. But I probably can't get a shot, right?
Looks like there's a tree in the way there.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna dash from here. So let's see. 15. Yeah, alright. I think I just end up right here anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna dash and healing word myself. Hide behind a bush and lick my wounds.
Esmeralda is up next. She's going to make a save too. She makes the save. Will take half damage. 7, 13. Terrible damage. 13 damage. she's going to try to run into this thing too. She can get to there with 30 feet. She comes bursting out kind of behind Garrison. And what is she going to do?
Go, magic assassin, do something. Kill her like you killed all those children.
Well, like the rest of you, she used up a lot of her stuff earlier. And her ranged attacks are pretty limited. She knows that Baba Yaga can block magic missiles. And those are not good. Does not have... She'll try to fireball. Shit, what the hell? +6 to hit. Which will miss completely. Erwin is alive, but unconscious. Gretchen, is your turn.
All right. They're good, so I'll leave them there. Move up. I might just want to dash to get closer. Alrighty. And then... So spiritual weapon has a range of 60 feet.
You gonna bring in
All
a
right.
weapon?
Yeah, I'm going to cast spiritual weapon. It's going to be next to Garrison to start with, and then I'll move it 20 feet to attack.
Can you see her from where you are?
Oh. I cannot.
I'm not sure
I
you
can
know
see
where
the
to
spot
send
I
it.
wanted to summon it, but I wouldn't be able to see her to attack.
I can drop one in if you want to, but I don't know if you would have you wouldn't be able to see her to direct it at her.
Yeah, if I need to be... Yeah, so let's go ahead and just...
You want to bring it in anyway?
And,
then have it ready
I'll
next
probably
round?
need it next turn, but...
Unless you have another bonus action that's better.
I do not.
So do you want me to bring it in next to Garrison?
Yeah, I won't be able to use it this turn, but sure.
Alrighty. There it is. I'll float it right there. Technically,
Actually,
next to Garrison.
I completely missed this rock right in front of me because of the cloud. I can't see Garrison.
Oh, that's right. You'd have to put it over like here somewhere, I think. Or...
Yeah, so let's go ahead and just table it, and I'll cast it later.
All right. All right. So that's it for Gretchen this round.
That's it.
Alrighty. The Were-Raven's up. It's going to hide and kind of take care of Erwin. Marina is in the cloud and has to make a save. Fails it this time. Nazoth is up and has to make a save too. Nazoth, your damage will be 27 today. Order number 27 is up.
No, it. Well,
That's half damage if you make the save.
what's half of 26 is 18.
It would be
No,
13.
Got an appetizer, 13.
All right, first things first. I'm getting the hell out of this cloud.
Good idea.
And
Do something diabolical to her, Garrison yells out. Do it for Naz Prime.
well, I only got one spell left. What the hell? I'll just blight her again.
Alrighty. Constitution saving throw. Fails. Take some more damage. It's a bit hurt.
That's all I can do.
Alrighty. Jareth is up.
Okay. Let's see here. there. And then bonus action, I'm going to move the spirit totem.
Okay.
I think there's fine. And then I still can't see her through the tree, so I'll just dash to there. And hopefully I can do something next turn. That's it.
Alrighty. Looks like Garrison is up.
Alrighty. Can I get through these rocks?
Yeah, I think there's only maybe a little bit of difficult terrain, but you can get to her with it.
Okay.
With 30 feet.
Garrison comes like running up these rocks, kind of running up the pier at her. Like starts foaming at the mouth. He's just like, "Stop hurting my friends!" And he's gonna use his vengeance thingy. Where did he go? Out of him. It's bonus action. You utter the word. Oh, using your channel divinity, but I can't do that because I used my channel divinity to get my. Is that how that works?
Yeah, if you only have one and you used to get a spell back, you don't have it anymore.
Okay. We don't need it anyway. He sees that the gods don't love his anger today, and he's going to try to attack with this axe.
All right.
Once.
That is a hit. She's not made of wood, so 9 points.
Would you believe that? And I'm going to smite her with that 2nd level spell I got back.
Go for it.
Do I get an extra sheet? Something bad?
She's not a fiend. She's a humanoid.
Really interesting.
She is, although very, very old. She does not qualify as undead or fiend or anything under the smite sun.
3d8 for level 2?
Yeah.
Hiya.
All right.
And then 2nd attack, 21.
That will hit too.
1st level smite?
Do you have a 1st level spell?
Yes.
Go for it.
Just roll 2d8. Oh, those are spicy.
Wow. Okay. Garrison comes up with righteous fury, and even though he can't tap into his holy divine powers, he still managed to smack her twice with this axe. The second one cleaves right into her chest and fells her. She falls off the stone.
Oh shit!
Wow. And clatters, basically crumples down on the stones about 10-15 feet below.
Damn,
Gasps
Garrison.
and then stops moving.
Garrison just lets out like a mighty roar with this axe covered in blood on like the tip of it dripping down on these rocks, and he looks back and he raises the axe. He's just like, "We got her! It's another one of these stupid witches!" And he jumps off down the 5 feet to go get her corpse.
The gas disappears, and Gretchen can see Marina.
Yeah, and I
Purple and dying on the ground.
I cast Cure Wounds on her.
All right. That's enough
Ooh.
to prevent her from dying.
That's a
She
terrible
didn't even
roll.
get through to a death save just yet, so she recovers.
Are we
We're
out
gonna
of
put you guys out of
initiative?
initiative.
I'm gonna go up and
You're out of initiative.
give Garrison some daps. Nice work.
Oh, here, take this. And he hands up this body that fell down these rocks.
You want the dabs first?
Yeah, in a second, here, grab this. And he puts her hand into your hand.
Pull her. What do you mean, pull her hand off?
Yeah, he's trying to push her corpse up to him. So
All right.
he's reaching out to like give him a high five, like daps, and he uses her hand to do it. So just take
Okay.
this.
I mean, for Garrison,
yeah.
a hand's a hand, right?
Right? Maybe I should keep these as extras. You guys think I can do magic?
Maybe. I want to see if she has any kind of artifacts on her.
When you guys drag her back up into into the stones area, and eventually you do. I'm just gonna bring you guys all back over here. The remains of her giant skull is in shattered pieces on the stones that lead up to this hill. Nothing left in useful over there. What you find on her is a gnarled little staff. A gnarled little staff that turns out to be a rod of the Pact Keeper. +1.
Rod of the Pact Keeper?
Nassau, you even recognize this thing. You've seen these rods. You've been looking for one.
Yep.
And it seems as if Baba Lysaga had one. Perhaps she was connected to a patron of her own somewhere else.
I will take
Other than that, she's just wearing kind of moldy old robes and maybe a couple little bangles. The treasures that you find on her are probably only worth about 100 gold in rings and bracelets and charms and stuff like that. Other than that, she carried, let's see if she had any components that were very expensive. No, not for that. Let's stop the music here too.
Any chance we can fix that skull Cadillac?
No.
Can we put
Destroyed.
wheels on it and just make it like a cart?
It's in pieces at this
Oh.
point. You blasted it to 0 hit points and then it fell 50 feet and landed on rocks. It's shattered.
Yeah.
What's
It's-
that
it's
spell that fix things?
Mending.
Mending.
Can we use mending on it? No. You might be able to put a few little pieces back together, but the enchantments upon it have been broken.
Just want to turn it into a rolling cart.
All right. Let me see if she's got anything else here that might be useful to you. Let's make a note here over in Cursed Thursday. Baba Lysaga's treasures.
Oh, guys, this is definitely something different. Out of all the people that have come here, I don't think anyone's killed her yet. We haven't heard that in the story.
Definitely a new one.
Yeah, and it proves
Now-
I'm one of the nastiest zoths out there.
That's what I'm saying. And now you got her rod. That's a nice looking rod, man. We would have known she was packing like that.
Let's see. No. Since Erwin's still unconscious, I'll go ahead and give him a cure 2.
All right. I'm just checking to see if any of the spells that she had ready here had a component that has value.
Erwin, what an amazing thing we're going to get to tell your family. You fought and killed Baba Lysaga in order to get the stone back.
I didn't do a thing other than try to hide and get nearly killed by fire.
Yeah, but it was great because when she shot at you, she didn't shoot at us, giving us the opportunity. You're a hero.
He just kind of scoffs at that and tends his wounds. He's got second and third degree burns on his body.
Yeah.
Same thing with the other were-raven. Marina's just purple and not looking so great either.
Do you know how many times I've looked like you?
I don't think that you ever looked like me.
Dude, I've been a werewolf. I've not had hands. I've been to the point of exhaustion I could barely move. Gretchen will fix you up. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, and I'll tell him what salves to use and all of that fun stuff.
Let's see here. No.
Stay out of sunlight, you know.
Yeah, jewelry charms. That's good.
Any cool charms or anything that we could just wear?
Yeah.
To be like, yo, look, took this from Baba Lysaga.
In fact, I'm gonna have you guys roll on a sort of a trinket table. We're gonna see what sort of trinket she might have.
I want to make an
D20?
earring out of her tooth or something, you know?
Or percentile.
1 second. And the thing. All right, Baba Lysaga's treasures. We're gonna give you these, and then we're gonna roll on a trinket chart in just a second. Actually, let me put on some other creepy music here. Or some dark ambient. The crystal ball, by the way, is non-magical. It is a component used for scrying spells.
Can we ponder it?
You sure can. But unless you have the scrying spell, you won't be able to use it. Give me one moment here. All right, I'm going to need somebody to roll a D12 and a D100. Actually, let's get two people. Do this. Two people roll D12 and D100.
100.
100.
All right.
12.
Let me find my trinkets. Need one more D12.
Bow and roll.
Hold on.
There you go.
You find the first thing you find is a strange bone whistle. Let me put this over in your trinkets.
We really got to divide up this party treasure. There's so much gold just sitting.
Nah, we're good.
4. And 2.
Okay, I've added all the gold and jewelry together, so everybody should take 780 gold pieces.
$780.
780,
Okay.
yep.
The next thing you find is a glass charm shaped like a hand.
Hey, look, Jarrett. Now you can give yourself dabs all you want.
The charm is very small. It's like the size of, maybe a silver dollar or something like that.
Oh, can I make a necklace or an earring out of it?
A ring? No, because it's not circular.
Earring.
Earring? Yeah, it'd be a big one, but you could.
Hell yeah. Garrison's
In fact, when you're looking at it and thinking about this, you find yourself kind of pulling it up, and you realize that on the back of this charm there's like a little hook that's meant to be kind of maybe attached to like I don't know, a piece of leather or a necklace or something like that. But the hook itself is small, sharp, probably perfectly sized to pierce an ear with.
Cool. He'll just try to stretch out his ear.
Stab it right through your ear,
Pull it
and now
through
you have
like cartilage.
a bloody glass hand earring.
Check it out, guys. Now I got 3 hands.
Are these things magical or?
I don't know. Does anybody have detect magic?
Not prepared.
No one has asked this just yet.
What do you want me to cast it on?
I have detect magic.
Either
the
trinket?
earring,
You don't necessarily need to focus on one thing, but you can cast it, and you'll know if any of this stuff that you guys have found is magical. Both the little hand and the whistle are magical, but there's very faint magic on both.
And I would need to be the one to cast it to use an Arcana, right?
Does Jareth have Arcana as a skill? Is he trained in it?
I'm not proficient. No.
You can roll, but it's going to be a harder check. Roll twice. All right. So for the whistle, you have no idea like what's going on there. But for the little glass hand that Garrison just jabbed through his ear, you suspect that this might be a charm that was maybe linked to someone else, and that the possible that it has a very faint enchantment on it that could be carrying maybe a little bit of the aura of someone else that might have a subtle influence on whoever holds it. You're not really exactly sure what that is, though.
Yeah, you might want to be wary of that earring. You sure you want to keep it in your ear?
I don't think that would deter Garrison.
That's for Garrison. Ryan, you double muted? Oh,
Yep. What? Why wouldn't I want to keep it in my ear?
Oh, well, it looks like it's got some magic left on it by somebody else, and they might be able to influence you.
So do these hands, but I've been alright.
Just giving you the warning. It's your choice.
Alright, if I kill you in my sleep, I'm sorry. It wasn't me. It was this thing.
Right.
Just giving you the warning. Winksy. It's gonna be fine. How much magic could one little hand do? Come on, it's like the size of a little quarter.
Doesn't seem to be making him do anything right now, unless you count jabbing it through his ear, kind of, without thinking about it. But that could also just be Garrison.
I mean, you're already undead, werewolf, vampire, hand, all kinds. Pretty much every curse available in this campaign has been on you, so why not?
True.
You know how diamonds are made?
Right. So who wants to take
Mama and
along
Papa
that?
Diamond get together and do a special hug. They create a smaller diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Let me tell you a story about
A very tight hug.
the metamorphic rock and the insignious rock.
And everybody that's from a medieval time has no idea what science he's talking about.
Like, the
what?
earth is flat.
You're saying that like
Wow.
ancient like lizard creatures got buried in the earth and along with a bunch of trees, and then someone put a whole bunch of pressure on them, and like over 1,000 years or 1,000,000 years they became a little pure crystal? That makes no sense at all.
Now we use their bodies to drive around and fly across the planet.
That's what diamonds are. Diamonds are literally like the solidified and pure form of like hundreds of dead creatures, or maybe thousands. Maybe that's why in D&D they're so useful in raising the dead.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why my wife likes hers so much.
There's a little murder crystal. That's what they are.
Can I look at the whistle?
Yeah, you're looking right at it. Made a bone.
Blow it. Blow it.
Can I do
Browse,
an
blow it.
Arcana check on it to try to
Sure.
figure out
Do
what
you
it
have?
is? I'm
It's
proficient.
gonna be harder without detect magic.
Okay.
Although you know what, go ahead and roll because Gareth can, or it's not Gareth. Sorry, Jareth could tell you that that the whistle has some sort of it has some sort of illusionary magic on it.
Well, I was thinking.
You think that if it's blown, that something that will activate the magic, but without an identify spell, you don't know exactly what that thing will be. Like, you think that blowing it will create some sort of illusion.
Oh, I think it would be an illusion.
Yeah.
Should
It
we
could
test
be an audible illusion. It could be a visual illusion. It could be both.
Any harm in testing it now, guys?
Absolutely not. Let it rip.
There's
All right.
harmful charges.
You raise it to your lips and you blow. And when you do, no whistle sound comes out of it. Instead, the caw of a raven comes out. Very lifelike sounding, like raven like. Enough so that like the were-ravens nearby kind of look around the stones to see where that came from.
Oh, that's
Okay,
fucked up.
that could be useful.
What do you mean? She's using that to hunt the were-ravens, dude. That's so messed up.
Oh yeah, I mean, like we could use that as a diversion. It's a
To
cool
also
illusion.
hunt the were-ravens.
I'm like, Browse is like fascinated by the magic. And Garrison's like considering the moral ramifications. Like, yeah, I hear you, but like, isn't it cool?
Yeah, we should definitely keep that.
Yeah, that is messed up.
It's kind of funny too, though.
Likely made from some sort of raven bone.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, he hides it. So the were-ravens don't need to see that.
Esmeralda's nearby, just shaking her head as usual. Always messing with things you don't understand.
Well, that's how we understand them.
That's right. Knowing's only half the battle.
I never heard of curiosity killing a cat.
We don't have a cat. We have a dog. And it's Giggles. And he's
Not
alright.
in Barovia. In Barovia, cats only have 2 lives. If they're lucky.
Shitty cats. Alright.
And I'll remind you, none of you are cats.
Lucky for us, though.
Yeah, but this is Faerun. Death's an inconvenience at best.
What is Faerun?
We're in Forgotten Realms, aren't we?
The where?
I don't
No, I'm
think
asking
we're
out of
anywhere
character.
we know about.
Everybody forgets. Don't worry.
Technically, Barovia is not in the Forgotten Realms.
Oh, never
Its own
mind.
thing.
Alright, so we've managed to kill Baba. We still didn't bring the gem back. Do we want to go back to the Wizard of Wines with the sun? Do we want to just send him back now that everything's a lot safer? He's not going to get hunted.
The threats in Berez are now completely nullified too.
Oh, we could explore.
Yeah.
Is this the middle of the night, though?
Yeah.
I say
So
we take a
maybe
long rest and then
sleep
go
it out,
explore
yeah.
those runes.
I like it. Let's rest it out in the circle of stones, and we'll part ways with the bird people and go check out Berez again.
You want to send Erwin back with the gem?
I think that's the plan.
Sounds fine with me. Yeah.
If they're up for it
we
after a long
neutralize-
rest.
After
Okay.
resting for the night, assuming you make it through the night with no more problems.
Who?
Please, 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 please.
Please,
More
no?
No more problems. Right?
No more problems?
Yeah, let's not have Strahd show up.
So, you guys rest here in the circle of stones, right? It's the middle of the night. You have 2 options. You can rest in the middle of the night here in the stones, or you could try to travel out in the middle of the night along the river, the Luna River back to. I don't think you know of any place safe that's close by. Now that I think about it.
Rest.
This is the safest place.
Yeah.
All right. But you do send the were-ravens away, right? You give the gem to Erwin, and he and the others fly off.
Wait,
I'm assuming.
no.
Oh wait, no, they're staying till the
Okay.
morning, right?
No. Yes, because they're almost dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they
almost
need
dead.
to rest more than we
They're
do.
the most dead. Yeah.
All righty.
And
Let's
I'll-
stay on the routes.
I'll even use the rest of my slots to heal them before they go to bed.
All right. Let's bring everybody back into the stones. Let's do a little bit of healing real quick. And let's see if you guys can make it till morning.
Need healing?
Hmm?
Does anybody need healing? I can give out healing.
Baba Lysaga could use a cure wound.
Oh, come here, Baba.
Yeah. Let me use my revivify scroll that
He
we
starts
got.
punching her corpse. It's like,
What do you
"Does
do
this
with her?
help?"
What do you do with her corpse, by the way? She was like, I think you guys looted her like over here or something. But like, what do you do with her corpse?
Can we bury her? Can we put her
Suppose
behind a
you-
rock like Jesus over here?
Sure, you can bury her
burn
if you want, or burn it.
Or burn
You
her?
tell me.
All right, let's burn her on a pyre
Burn
at
it.
the top of this rock, just for ceremonial purposes.
Maybe
On top-
away from where we're sleeping.
Yeah, we're gonna burn
do
her.
it
On top
outside the circle.
Of what rock?
Yeah.
This rock.
Maybe not on any
Outside the
ritual
circle.
old ancient rock.
Yeah,
Over
let,
here.
All right.
Maybe burn her.
we don't want this like to be mistaken to be a sacrifice or something.
What?
You don't?
This lady lived hundreds of years. Somehow she survived out here. She did all right, and we killed her. We got her rod. We killed her funning house, but she deserves, Garrison appreciates the game,
You realize she's a hag, right? That means she survived by seducing
She's
men.
not
and
a hag.
fucking
She's
her.
a human.
Like-
She's a human lady. Don't say that about her. I don't know if this is actually true, but that's what Rob just told us.
Garrison would have sort of figured it out after punching her with his smite.
Yeah, that she
He
wasn't.
would know that there was no
She's not a fiend.
there's no fiend or undead or anything about her. Otherwise, there would have been more oomph to it.
She was just real good at the game. So he's giving her the respects that she deserves in her passing here. Nobody does well here, but she did better than most,
All right. You guys light her up. And she burns in late hours. As you guys, I'm assuming, Garrison, you gonna hang out here and wait till she like burns like away and keep adding to the fire, or are you gonna move? Who's somebody tending this? Like, what's the deal?
Yeah, if I can stay there, you know what I mean. I don't know if that's gonna affect my long rests, etc., but whatever. If he's can do it in a shift with somebody else, great.
You can set the fire and sit there, and then you will have to sleep at some point. If you want to sleep out there, you can.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just keep it lit until I kind of fall asleep by it, but he just wants to make sure that it does burn out into ashes.
All right. Is everybody else back in the stones?
Yeah.
And you were doing some healing on the Mardikovs, right?
Right.
And the Royal Ravens? How much?
Let's go ahead and let's see. I've got 1 first and 3 second level slots.
All right.
So let's go ahead and let's just give 1 second level cure to each.
Nice.
All right. 15 to each.
So they should
That will
be
put
pretty good.
Marina, I think, was at somebody gave her 8, so that'll put her at 23.
Yeah.
Irwin was at 0. We'll give him the 16. And the
I
other guy, I
gave
think, was
Irwin something earlier.
That was the other guy that you gave 8 to. This is the guy that you gave 8 to.
I gave that guy
And
something
he'll get
as well.
13, which will put him at 21. Or no, that was Jareth gave
Yeah.
him 8.
After the battle, I healed Irwin for 7.
For 7? Okay, so we'll add another 7 to it. That puts him at 23. Got 23, 23, and 29. They're in pretty good shape. They have about 30 hit points each. A little bit tougher than regular folk being Were Raven. And you guys are just lucky that Baba Lysaga rolled crappy on her fireball checks. Both those are pretty low.
And then, you know what? I really hope nothing happens in the night. Let's go ahead and throw my last first level at Riles. Everyone's gonna be healed.
Okay.
Thank you.
Did that go through?
Esmeralda will be able to. I don't think she took damage. I think. No, she did. She took a little bit of fireball damage, but I don't think she was damaged before. You guys can apply another short rest if you wish, if you've got any hit dice left.
I don't think I actually do.
I don't.
Garrison didn't take any damage.
Garrison's singing Firelight songs to himself.
All right. Garrison hangs out on the rocks just outside the ring of stones while the rest of you take turns resting here. A few hours pass. Garrison, you're out here over near the stones. You're kind of nodding in and out of sleep. And you don't know how much later it is. But at some point, you wake up and you realize that sitting across the burning campfire that once was Baba Lysaga is a dark cloaked figure who is watching you. Pale face, his red eyes gleaming. Strahd sits on the other side. Wake up, Garrison.
Shit. What are you doing here? He's like wiping his eyes, wiping his face here. You're not Adrian. Only Adrian comes in my dreams.
That's because I sent Adrian. But he served his purpose. He died well. A great sacrifice for you.
Yeah, I think he's kind of a jerk. I don't mind.
Yes, that's true. He was quite the jerk.
Assuming you're here because of her, I know she meant something to you. She died well also, if that matters. He's like kind of like trying to get to his feet maybe a little bit.
Stay, sit, rest. You've done well.
What do you mean we've done well?
You have proven yourselves to a certain point. You have fought bravely. You have survived when others have died. I must say that I am a bit disappointed, though, that you did not explore Castle Ravenloft. I expected that you would all snoop around, and yet you stayed, as if you were afraid.
We didn't want to offend you. Clearly, you could just come and go when you want. It just didn't seem right. There's some stuff in your house I want to check out, but that night wasn't the time.
So then you are afraid of me still?
We're being polite. No reason to ruffle your feathers if we don't have to.
It's not quite the answer. You did it because you did not want to offend me. That would indicate a certain amount of fear. Perhaps that is justified. But I expected that you would be braver.
Are you offering another chance? I'm willing to go back.
No, I don't think that you are ready. If you were too afraid to step outside your rooms, to explore, to see what sort of things go bump in the night there, then perhaps you weren't quite ready yet. But this, he looks down at Baba Lysaga burning. This was quite a feat.
It's had a little bit more meaning. She had taken something from. Obviously, you know these gems mean something. I don't know exactly what, but we're trying to find our way here. This way.
They are vestiges of power from a time long past.
Well then, if we're doing things right, we could become possibly noble adversaries. And maybe we weren't ready the other night, but next time we come, we will be.
Tell me, Garrison, what is it that you want? You have your hands now. Is it only just to flee this place, to go home? As I understand it, you have no home to return to.
No, it's hard to say what I want. I want to get out of here only because I'm forced to be here. I like the ability to make my own decisions, not being confined, especially caught in games by others. As much as I appreciate what you've built here, being stuck anywhere is not for me. Being beaten by Adrian was not for me, hence why I needed to get this back. Being threatened by stupid children baking hags is not for me, so they needed to go. At some point, when it's time, you're not willing to stop using me as a play toy, it'll be your time to go. And that has nothing to do with going home.
I do not think that you are a toy. No, I think that you are something else. You are perhaps an apprentice. What would you feel if you could control your life here? What if you were the master of this realm? To come and go as you please, to reign as lord over those here in Barovia.
Could I leave?
If you wish.
If that's the way to go out, then all of it else works for me. And I see what you've built here. I understand that you're capable. There's some kind of deep sorrow that surrounds this whole place, which is a little bit more emotional than I like to get involved with. But I like a man who likes power, and if that's something that I can have, fine. But the thing that's most important to me is not being anyone's under a thumb, and even being lord of that. If I can't leave, I don't want it.
You see, I have been the lord here so long, the land and myself bound together, that I have grown weary of it. I am looking for those with the power to perhaps take this burden from me, this burden of power. If you think that you could do so, I will tell you how.
Well, it's a good thing Nazoth is asleep, because he'd have been all over the shit.
Can I roll perception to see if I see him? As I'm meditating?
You know what? Sure. Give me a perception check.
You'd have line of sight.
Yeah. In the middle of the night there, Jareth, like you can hear a little bit of, maybe you can't quite hear the conversation, because they are kind of being quiet. You're about, 180 feet away? But you look up at one point, and you see that there is like a dark figure sitting near the rocks, and it doesn't look like Garrison.
I'm going to start walking over there.
Are you going to wake up anybody else?
I don't think it's needed. This figure isn't attacking.
Okay. For Garrison, real quick, give me. Hold on. Give me a wisdom saving throw, and this is a charm effect, so you can roll, I think, with advantage as being a cheating hobgoblin like you are, right?
Thanks, Daddy Matt. What's advantage on wisdom? Let's see.
It's a good thing you have advantage. Do you feel like there's this moment here where he's being like so helpful, like he wants to help you, to be your friend? Then you realize that there's like this gleam in his eye, and these are not your true feelings.
Listen, I'm gonna find a way, but whatever you were about to tell me, it's not real. I'm not even sure if this is real.
It is real. It is quite real. There are powers here in Barovia, in the Amber Temple. Powers that could be yours. Those are the only powers that would be strong enough to face me. The only power strong enough to give you release. If you are brave enough to try them. He looks off to his left, and Jareth, as you're kind of stepping out from the stones, you see him kind of glance your direction.
Garrison sees him look off real quick. I know you'll be watching, so I don't think you'll be disappointed.
Already some have done so, and one approaches now. He raises a hand and kind of gestures for Jareth to approach. Come, Prince. Step forward. Don't be shy.
Lord Strahd, good evening.
Good evening. I was just having a conversation with Garrison here. About power. About rulership.
Was this the same conversation
I would
you
have
had
offered
with
to
me?
you, but you have already turned it down.
Yes. I have my power back home, and that is all I need.
You will never return home. You should give up on that notion.
I'm afraid I shall never give up. It is not in my nature.
Then I will remove that nature from you, slowly but surely.
You can try. Many have.
Have they now? None such as I would think.
We'll never know until you do.
He narrows his eyes a bit at Jareth and he says, I sense a challenge in you. You speak as if you know things, but you know nothing. You are impertinent in my lands. If I were in your lands, would you expect me to behave differently?
Of course. I know there are many things I still need to know, especially in these lands.
Then know that I am these lands.
Yes.
And I am the Lord. And your title of prince means absolutely nothing here.
Correct.
I only give it to you out of my own kind heart.
I understand. And that is why I, in turn, give you the title that you have earned and call you Lord.
You give me nothing. I have my title, and I do not need you to claim it.
Exactly. But because you are letting me use my title here, I acknowledge yours with no difficulty. I accept it.
You speak as if you think you are my equal.
I don't believe I am equal yet. Maybe someday I'd have that opportunity.
Yet. No, I do not think so. You do not have the courage to do what it takes.
I don't believe
But
I'll know
perhaps
until the moment.
your friend here will. Oh, that moment has passed. But not for others. And he glances over at Garrison.
Might have
This
to
is
be
an
one of
interesting
his-
conversation that we have had tonight. Perhaps it is time that I go.
Well, thank you for stopping by, and my condolences for your friend here. He kind of gestures at some of the ashes.
He glances again down at Baba Lysaga, and he says, she long thought that we were kin, but we were nothing. And now she is nothing at all. In the end, I will be glad to be rid of her, because there is nothing more that she can teach me.
Then I guess she served her purpose to this land.
Indeed.
Hopefully your purpose will have be served enough in time. And he kind of gives him like a knowing nod. I think understanding what he needs to be done.
Strahd just gives you kind of another, like, kind of long look, like he's sizing you up. And he says, then, I bid you farewell for the evening. And good night, my sweet prince. He looks over at Jareth, and he gives a little bit of a wink. Jareth, give me a wisdom saving throw and roll with advantage, because you are an elf.
Yeah, thanks, Gary.
you feel like his sort of will kind of pressing upon you. But being an elf, you're pretty resistant to charms, and you withstand it. And he just gives a little bit of a chuckle. I did not think that it would work, but I had to try.
Have a lovely evening, Lord Strahd, and our salutations to your lovely brides.
Ah, yes.
Damn.
My lovely brides. He seems to kind of like look down again, like and then off to the west, kind of away from his castle. That is a mother that I seek. I will find her. Good night, gentlemen. And he steps towards the edge of like the rocks here, and there's like maybe like a 30-40 foot drop that goes down like other rocks, but as he leaves the edge, his body turns into mist, and he swirls off like into the mists of the land and vanishes.
Did neither one of y'all ask how Bimothy was doing?
Oh, because he's still at the
Oh,
castle.
yeah.
Timothy's tied up with a gag in his mouth, having the time of his life, dude. Don't you worry.
Is it too late? I totally forgot about Bimothy. Just pass our, greetings to Bimothy.
Drip a candle.
Maybe we don't want him to notice Bimothy more than he needs to.
Those over in the camp, give me a perception check. And if you're currently not on watch, then roll it with disadvantage. I'm not sure who's technically on watch right now. I think it was maybe Jareth. All right, what do we got here? And let me check my something. This is funny. All right, so Nazoth sleeps through this, but Gretchen and Riles with a fairly good roll. And let me roll for Esmeralda. (17). She is unaware of this.
That 18 was my first roll, so I had disadvantage.
Yeah, 18 is she rolled a 17.
The 12 is my real roll.
Oh, the 12 is your roll. Never mind then. You are unaware of this. Riles, I think, is the only one that is. Riles, you're sleeping at this point, but you hear, like, you start hearing, like, in your mind, a voice. Riles. Riles. Riles.
Oh, no.
Riles, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Why me? No.
Because you rolled high.
Nice. All right, hold on one second here. Riles, you recognize the voice. This female voice. It's kind of giggling, almost like it's in your mind. And you start to wake up. Everyone else is still asleep.
I need my beauty sleep.
Oh, don't worry. You are quite beautiful. So beautiful to me.
Who is this?
You recognize the voice of Valenta, one of Strahd's brides, that took a keen interest in you when you guys were at Castle Ravenloft. She was kind of like all over you, like white on rice.
Yeah.
And you look up and you see that she is kind of crouched over near one of the standing stones.
Oh shit, she's here? It's not just her voice?
Not just her voice. She's here.
Uh-oh, I just thought I was having a bad dream. This is a dream, right? This is a nightmare, right?
It is not. You look up. Well, maybe it is. You look up and you see this masked face kind of peering out from behind the stone. She brings up a hand and kind of like waves at you with her fingers delicately. And then she raises her hands and moves her fingers to like, come hither. And you had a good time with her in Castle Ravenloft. She's kind of creepy and whatnot, but like maybe on second thought, she was kind of cool, and she had a really good like sense of humor. She laughed at every single one of your jokes.
Yeah, I felt that charm last time too.
Yep.
That's right.
Come right. Do not want to wake your friends.
Oh, I need to sleep. I'm so tired. My spell slots, they're so sore. I mean, my arms.
Totally safe with me. Come, Riles, come.
All right, well, I'm charmed or whatever, so yeah, I go.
You regard them as a trusted friend to be heeded and protected. And she says, come with me into the forest. You can protect me there.
Can I? What?
I should
I have
see it
any
moving,
sense
right?
to let someone know that I'm going? Like I feel like I would tell Gretchen, like, hey, I'm going for a walk with Valenta. I'll be back.
If you're charmed, I don't think you would.
Yeah, I don't know if I would if I'm charmed.
It's up to you.
Can I see that?
Do you
Yeah,
start
roll
nudging?
a
Do you
20.
start nudging Gretchen? Give me a perception check for Jareth. Yeah, and you can. Wait, what's the distance here? This is kind of really far. You see Riles get up, but you won't be able to see Valenta. She's
Right.
beyond your dark vision range and like way over here.
Well, considered I can't see anything, whereas I saw a shape the other side, I'm going to start running. See what's going on.
Riles could just be going to the bathroom.
Yeah, but I mean, we had a big attack. I'm worried something's going to happen.
Okay.
So I'll start running. Tell me how far
right.
I get.
Garrison, you guys have just kind of finished this meeting, and Jareth kind of looks back towards the camp, maybe after a minute or so, and then he turns and just starts taking off.
Where are you going, Prince? Why you just came over here to roam at me?
I shot over my shoulder. Riles.
Roll initiative, everybody.
What?
Did I get a certain distance before
Middle of the night,
initiative?
why are you yelling? How
No.
can you see
Okay.
these people?
I was just thinking, like, what, 10 feet?
Do I have enough time to attune that pack?
Yeah, this is like a couple hours later. So like you guys have taken another short rest, and like you could have attuned.
Well, I didn't get any hit dice, but I got my spells back then.
Okay.
I sure am glad I used all my spells right before I went to sleep.
Me too.
So wait, we did not get a long rest, right?
We did.
Short
No.
rest.
It's all happening in the middle of the night.
All right. I can get a couple second level spells back though. Or no, I can get one back. I think. Nope, I've used both of my uses of divine power, so never mind.
Alrighty. Is everybody in here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Somebody's not in.
Oh, I am not, sorry.
There you go. That makes sense. 3? Huh?
What?
Did you wake up? Put you in here. Riles is the first to go as he starts stumbling out of camp.
This actually makes
Apparently I'm
sense.
fast.
Valenta's like, huh? Valenta's like kind of gesturing for you to come. And you hear behind you like Jareth kind of call out your name, Riles. And Valenta's like, no, ignore him. Come with me. I need you, Riles. I need your jokes.
Oh yeah, it's okay, Jareth. She just needs my jokes.
Can I hear
He's
that?
like still stumbling.
Yeah, he calls back. And then I
Who's
think he vanishes
she?
like into like the darkness beyond.
My speed, 25. Okay, so I was where I was.
Oh, you can dash if you want, you know.
No, I think he's like slowly just like, okay, this makes perfect sense. I'm going with Valenta because he's charmed.
All right, let's go to Jareth.
Who's she? I shout.
It's Valenta, of course.
All right, I dash 60 feet, and I just shout, "Wake up! Wake up!" That's it.
Yeah, everybody at this point is already sort of waking up.
Okay.
Earth, I am awake. We're talking.
Come back, Riles. We want to have a conversation.
Nazoth,
No.
your turn.
Valenta needs jokes.
Oh, what the hell is that thing?
What the hell is what thing?
Valenta.
Quick question: does Nazoth have dark vision?
Yes, he does.
Okay, so yeah, you would see. Well, give me a perception check first. You wouldn't see her behind the rock. She's got a pretty good stealth check. You just see Riles kind of wandering off, and you heard Jareth calling out, "Riles, Riles!" And then you heard Riles say something about Valenta. You know that Valenta is one of the vampires, one of the vampire brides of Strahd. You don't see her anywhere. You just see Riles kind of wandering off towards the edge of the stones.
Okay. So, Arms of Hadar doesn't hold you, so that ain't gonna do anything. I don't know she's there, so I can't reasonably go into range. Riles, where the hell are you going? Get back here. I'll just kind of walk over, but I'll go half my movement because I'm walking. Riles.
Well, you'd have to stand up, which would take 15 feet of movement anyway. So,
well, yeah.
give me another perception check. At this point, you could probably see her. And this one's not that hard. Yeah, you know what? You don't even need to roll a perception check. When you get to this side of, like, you know, where Riles is, you'd be able to see her, like, kind of like looking out around the rock at Riles, kind of gesturing for him to come to her. Then when she sees you, she kind of like frowns a little bit. Calling you, go away. Go away, poopy head.
Oh, am I interrupting something? I'll give you 2 some privacy.
Yes, you're interrupting.
I can't move more.
You're like, I'll go back here on my next initiative.
Okay.
All right. Valenta is still waiting. At this point, she is kind of like still hiding behind this rock. In fact, she'll move a little bit further behind it, just to kind of like take full cover. She's drawing Riles in. Garrison, you are up.
What? Where are you going? Why are you screaming? He's gonna do 15 and work his way towards these like steps of a rock. Oh shit! What's going on? All right, I guess I'll try to catch up. 30 feet, and that's action and movement. Why are we yelling, Jareth? And that's his turn.
Esmeralda is up. She stands, kind of drawing a weapon. When Riles said Valenta, she knows who that is. And Esmeralda doesn't give a shit about, like, you know, Riles getting his groove on. She draws her silvered rapier as she stands, and kind of pushes past Nazoth. Moves 15 feet this way. But still doesn't have a view on Valenta because she's kind of behind the rock. At this point, let's see if she can spot her. Let's roll a stealth check for Valenta. Which is not that great. And let's roll a perception check for Esmeralda. She spots her. And instantly just calls out to everyone, "Vampire! It's one of those brides! Riles, what are you doing?" She tries to grab Riles. Riles, if you want to roll, if you want to defend yourself, you can. She's going to try to grab you. She rolled 21.
Ladies, there's enough jokes from Riles to go around for everyone. Am I still charmed? Can I like do
Yeah.
another? Ugh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Riles is like, no, it's okay, Esmeralda.
You look at Esmeralda and you realize she's got murder intent in her eyes. You've seen this before with Esmeralda when you guys encountered the priest and his son
And she murdered his son
in the
front of-
in the village. She just murdered him. And she's got that same look in her eye here.
Yeah, I don't know what Riles would do. Freeze, probably.
Freeze. All right.
Yeah.
She's got a hold of you right now. She's grabbed your arm.
Okay.
Since you're not withstanding it or anything like that.
No.
She's got a hold of you. But we'll see what happens when your turn comes up. Gretchen, your turn.
Okay. I cannot see. So I just hear things about Valenta being shouted.
We can imagine that there's like a little bit of a campfire here, but it probably goes only out about like 20 feet. Like you guys are not like bright campfiring in this place. In fact, I'll put a campfire out.
I'll go ahead and, even with that, I think I'll cast Light.
All right. Light goes out like that. Illuminates the stones, which at the moment you don't see Valenta.
Okay. So I think I'll get up and I'll go over to Riles. Riles, what's going on?
You'll only
need
be
to
able
go
to
to
move
bed.
about 15 feet, so wherever you were kind of resting.
Oh,
Because
sure.
remember, 15, it's like half your movement to stand up.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back one more, I
Valenta's
think. You're there.
just wants to hear
There?
some jokes.
Yeah.
So 15 would be over by Nazoth.
Or you go here. Yeah, either way.
Mhm.
You want to move to Nazoth's side? Like over here?
Yeah.
All right.
Valenta's not our friend, Riles.
Are we sure about that?
Is Strahd our friend?
No.
Is she allied with Strahd?
Probably not. Their relationship seems rocky. At best.
I think that was my 6 seconds.
All right. Riles, you're up. You can still hear like a whisper
Wisdom.
from behind the rock. Riles.
Should I do a wisdom saving throw?
No, there's no save to get at you. Once you're armed, unless you have some way of like undoing it, you're kind of stuck. There's not like a save at the end of the turn type of thing.
All right, yeah. So I keep walking, guys. Everyone's overreacting for nothing. Okay, Valenta and I are just gonna leave, and we're gonna start a family and live happily ever after here. It's perfectly fine.
Riles, you try to go, but Esmeralda's holding your arm. You're currently grappled at the moment, so you don't have a movement speed unless you try to break free from her.
Esmeralda, I didn't know you were in love with me too.
Shut up, you little fool! She's gonna kill you.
That's just love, Esmeralda. That's just.
You are just a snack to her.
I know. Yeah, that's love. Who hurt you, Esmeralda?
She actually kind of winces when you say that to her. Someone
Oh
cuts to
my
the
God.
bone. But she doesn't say anything else at that moment. What do you want to do, Riles? Do you want to take any actions?
No. There's no actions. It's just me moving and being kind of confused.
You're just being held at this point. You're not trying to
Yeah.
break free. You're just
No,
like,
no.
let go. And she's like, no. All right,
Yeah.
let's go to Jareth.
Alright. Let's see. So if I move 30 feet, and then let's see if I can toss something in front of him. What's the range on this? Damn, it's gotta be something at least 70 or 80. Damn, I don't have anything. I'm gonna have to dash again.
What you doing?
And just shout at Riles again. Riles, we're having a conversation. Come back. Riles?
Hello?
Hello?
Fern, you there? We lose Fern.
Hello?
There you are.
Alright, sorry. I was saying I didn't have anything in range to throw in front of him to stop him, so I just dashed and said, Riles, come back, we're having a conversation.
Oh, you're breaking up a bit. Say that again?
Riles, come back, we're having a conversation.
Yeah, no, I'm just having a conversation with Valenta.
No, with us. Turn around.
I don't like the tone you're using, young man.
Young man, I am older than you.
I said what I said.
That's it.
Was did Jareth? Yeah, you're done. You dashed to get there, right?
Yeah. I couldn't find anything
Alright.
that had range to
Nazoth.
throw in front of him.
Nazoth, you can hear these whispers. You can hear these whispers from Valenta coming from like behind the rock. You know that she's nearby. You know that something's up with Riles. Esmeralda's saying that she's holding him by the arm, preventing him from going anywhere, and everybody else is kind of getting involved. What do you want to do though? At this point, the Mardikovs are also up as well, but they're not like you guys. They're not like fighter types, so they're kind of just staying back and looking around, wondering if more dangers are coming from the forest.
Okay, so Riles is grappled by Esmeralda?
Yeah.
Or...
She's physically preventing him from walking out of the camp.
And what breaks charm? Or would I even know he's charmed? I would know he's charmed. He's acting.
Give me an Arcana check. That's actually not terrible. Breaking charms can be tricky. Sometimes you need like a dispel magic if it's a spell, but also things like protection from good and evil, I think, can break it as well.
It's not a curse.
There are a few different things that can basically break conditions. Protection from evil and good suspends them. Like if you throw that kind of, I don't think you even have that, but if you do, then that's one. What spells do you have? Do you have any spells that help people?
I can polymorph him into a handheld animal.
If you turn him into something like that can't move very fast, then he probably won't be going anywhere.
Yeah. What's Riles? What's your wisdom? Well, no, that's meta.
And if Esmeralda's already grappling him, she would just be holding him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm debating on actually attacking Violenta, but I don't want to. What? I mean, we're not really in a state to fight. Well, I am. You guys aren't.
Yeah, you got to make a decision quick.
Screw it, I'm going loud.
All right, you run around the side. You'll be able to see her as soon as you come around and break the cover. She can't hide from you if there's nothing to hide behind. All right, you run out. You throw an Eldritch Blast. The first one misses her. She ducks. AC 15 and then an AC 14. She ducks the second one as well. She's very quick on her feet. She's like, "Whoa, whoa, you missed! You missed!"
That was a warning shot.
Is that it for Nazoth?
Yeah, that's all his movement.
All right. With an attack coming her way, she looks over at Riles and she's like, "Try to kill me!" And then she backs away and runs into the darkness here, kind of like way up here somewhere. She goes into the trees, And I think Nazov, you have like 120 foot range or something like that.
On Elder's Blast, yeah.
Well, no, on your dark vision.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll see her. She's like another 30 feet, like up here. She's in darkness. You can see her like running through the trees because I don't think she's 120 feet from you. Yeah, she's way up there. And Riles, you just hear her running off like, help, save! And the voice is getting more distant. Garrison, you're up.
Garrison is going to run 60 feet. And... what's going on? Why are you firing? What the hell?
And you could hear Valenta too.
Yeah.
She's kind of running off.
Is that Valenta's voice? What is going on? He's just like kind of bewildered, and that's his turn.
All right. Esmeralda is still holding on to Riles at the moment. And let me see. She actually casts a protection from evil and good on Riles. I just realized that she had it.
Oh, nice. If I
Riles,
hadn't cast
if you
Cure
hadn't cast
on Riles right before we went to bed,
you would have been able to do it.
Yeah.
Well, I've got it too. So
She still had a couple spells left. And Riles, this interrupts the charm on you, at least temporarily. You realize that you've been bamboozled. Esmeralda's done. She's still holding you. Gretchen is up.
All right. So Violenta is gone. Riles is not charmed. Yeah, I don't think there's really much for me to do. I'll just pass it on.
All right, Riles is up. Riles, you're now free and clear of this charm.
I'll move closer. That's it.
Guys, I think she was lying about wanting to hear my jokes.
Actually, roll an insight check for me real quick.
14.
You don't think she was lying about wanting to hear your jokes, actually.
Oh.
But you still feel like you were charmed by her.
I'm asking everyone, like, I'm pretty sure she wanted to hear my jokes, but do you think she was lying when she said she wanted to hear my jokes?
Everyone wants to hear your jokes, Riles.
You're right. Everyone wants to hear my jokes.
Right?
You're right.
Yeah.
Let's go to bed.
Everyone thinks your jokes are great. It's all right.
Does anybody... Riles just stumbles back towards the fire. Well, you try to, but Esmeralda's still holding on to you. So you're like, what? You get maybe like, this far before you're sort of like, I don't know, like clotheslined by her. Until she knows for certain that you're not going to run off, she's got to hold on you. And you guys can still hear kind of Valenta's like footsteps in the distance, kind of vanishing into the forest. And there's maybe like one last Riles, right?
Fans, am I right?
All right. Does anybody else, is anyone else intent on trying to chase her down?
nope.
All right. And we're going to pull out of initiative here as Valenta escapes into the darkness, leaving Riles a little shook for the moment.
If I had more than Sacred Flame and Toll of the Deads, then maybe.
We really need a long
You're
rest.
never gonna believe it. When I was over there burning the body, Strahd came.
Strahd was here?
Yes, he was here.
Well, not here. He was over there, but he was pretty chill.
And one of his wives was here as well. Great.
He called us cowards for not searching around his house.
Yeah, that tracks.
Right?
Did he say anything else interesting?
Pretty much that he was kind of over being here, but he needs somebody to like kind of take it over from him. So we're gonna keep gaining power, and then I'm gonna kill him. And if I get to be the boss, I get to leave. And I'm assuming if I'm the boss, that means I can let you guys leave.
I'm sorry.
So-
He offered you what, and where was I?
You were sleeping because you're old. But I was over there burning the body.
I'm 36.
You don't look it.
I
This
think
has
I'm the
come
old
up a
man.
couple times, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's like that was like the he looks like an old man because of the dark corrupting powers he wields. He's really
Yeah.
actually not that old. That was a
36
joke. But I
going
think
on
that's just that.
75.
It's canon. He looks old, but he's not.
Yeah,
Yeah, it started as a joke, but I think that's funny enough. I want it to be true.
I love it. It's great.
Technically, Nazoth might even be younger than that, because who knows when he was created
Right.
by
Which
his
version?
Yeah. Was he created? Was he born? Was he pulled out of another timeline?
Well, technically, he was born a normal. But like I said, I based him off of Rick Sanchez, so he was born. He was just part of a multiversal commune.
Right. Right. But are you really Rick Sanchez? Or are you
But he
just
just remembered.
a copy of Rick Sanchez?
Nazoth sits down and just kind of looks off into the distance. Huh.
So anyway, he was mentioning that there's powers that if we get them, we could become even better adversaries and maybe be able to take him out. So he was kind of impressed that we were able to kill her. So we're doing a good job, guys. All around thumbs up.
It's the same thing you mentioned to me when I was removing the gem from that effigy. He mentioned the same thing about power, and I should have kept it for myself.
Yeah, he was really bummed about you, a little disappointed in you or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to get out of here, and if that's the way out, man, let's do it, you know? But, yeah, so he called us cowards, kind of hung out, doesn't seem to like Jareth. He and I seem alright. Maybe Naz will come talk to you. It seems like he maybe just gotta go hang out alone. If you're willing to die out by a fire, he might come and talk to you.
There's your in, Nazoth.
Yeah, not worth.
Midnight strolls to the woods of Barovia.
I'd rather have a long rest.
See, that's the
All right.
commitment. That's why he didn't come and pick you. Rob, what was the play?
By the way, when you're talking about this, Garrison, about gathering power and taking on Strahd and getting out of the Erwin and the other were-ravens are kind of like they're off to the side, like kind of whispering and kind of looking your direction. And Erwin says, "You're not really going to take him up on this proposition, are you?"
I don't know. You know how this place sucks? He has a lot to do with it. So just hypothetically, if he wasn't here, maybe it wouldn't suck so bad.
What did he say to you? What did he offer? How is it that you think that you can challenge him? Why didn't you challenge him now?
Because we're not ready yet. It's a game. We're playing a game. You gotta play smart when you're playing the game. We only get one chance here. There's things around the game all over here, like little puzzle pieces. We gotta pick them up, and then when we're ready, we challenge him on our terms. When we're ready, not when he pulls us in, right? When we do, if maybe we could do something that no one else has in the foreverness this place has been here, and if we can, might just be able to do something different.
Erwin and the other were-ravens, like Marina and the other one, they look very unconvinced by this, but they don't challenge you on it.
Are you not holding?
Be wary of what. What's that?
Are you not in possession of a gem now that you would have been begging for, wishing for, that was been held by that crazy hag, or not the other gems that were lost been returned to your family? We've saved your family's winery. We've saved you. We've helped this. We're creating waves here. We've helped churches. We've done different things. Maybe not all great, all's well that ends well, I guess, and things like that. But there's a lot of things that have happened here before that now that we're doing them are happening differently. If that's not making you believe at least something, I don't know what other hope you got. If something is going to change.
We are people
the
who have
only
not had hope for a long time, so you will have to excuse us if we take all of this with a grain of salt. Yes, you have been more successful than others. But, just as you said, he's playing a game. If he's offering you advice on how to play it, be wary of what that advice is.
You ever play something so long, kind of just want to stop, but the only way to be able to stop is to no longer be the best. This way everybody stops kind of challenging you. Kind of feel like we're at that point here. He's almost ready to be relinquished, but he's not just going to give it up.
Esmeralda on the other side of you says, I don't think that he wants to die. Do you think that he'll truly just give up his power, that he'll vanish into the night, cede his power to you and to others, and allow you to leave?
I think he'll fight for it every last chance that he has to survive, just because that's who he is. He's fought and come back. He returned as some other creature in order to win against an army, to take a fortress. This guy isn't just gonna roll over, but everybody has a point. And even if 1 out of 1,000 times our players get a chance to win, this might be that time.
Esmeralda nods at you and says, I hope that you're right. Perhaps he has slipped up this time. Perhaps we'll find something that he's missed.
We know he's still looking for that girl. So was Lysaga before we killed her. Everybody wants her. She's a key to something. She's his next obsession. Beating him to that, and at least keeping her away from him might be our best chance.
Esmeralda just kind of contemplates that for a moment. Maybe she is something, a weakness to him. If his obsession is about her, then maybe we can use that. And if we don't, he goes after her like he has these other women, then she is lost. None of those before, it seems from the stories we've heard, have survived his twisted version of love.
Place has a history of everyone losing, and it's meant to be written that way. It's meant to suck out all the hope, just like the Mardikovs, just like these were-ravens. No one's got hope. Just like the towns we've been to, no one has hope. But we've done differently is we're lighting that hope, little by little. And we need to keep doing it. Think about what the Mardikovs are going to celebrate and feel when their son returns home, when they've regained the gems that they needed to keep their families safe. Right? Think about all of the children that aren't going to be fed and eaten, turned into pies anymore, just by what we've done. Slowly but surely, this place is going to get better.
We can only hope. And Erwin kind of moves over and gives you a pat on the shoulder, and he says, if nothing, the return of these gems to our family will help. We'll be able to grow wine again. It is something to stave off the darkness here in Barovia.
Exactly. Everyone in this place loves wine. They celebrate your wine. Even the news of that returning might bring some smiles across this whole place. Think about what the wine did for our church. And he looks over at Riles.
This Riles like already asleep.
Riles is running through the woods to find his girlfriend.
You look over, Riles is gone.
Lucky no.
All right. Is there anything more that needs to be said?
Just because he was talking and I was trying to talk back to him, he mentioned it started with an A. I know we know it. We have it in our notes. I just, like he said, that's where
The
powers
Amber
are.
Temple?
Amber Temple, that's what it was. So Garrison's just going to make sure he brings that was the place that he mentioned that there's powers to be used to fight him with. Whether that's a trap or not, we don't know, but we have heard rumor that there is power there. So.
Yeah, I think he said that if you're going to have any hope of challenging me, you'll need to go to the Amber Temple.
Yes.
Alrighty. Back to bed, everyone, for the long rest.
Third time's the charm.
Third
Let us
time's the
have one,
charm.
yeah.
Everybody roll a d20. Just kidding. No more d20s. The endless night.
I'm pressing long rest.
5
I'm
games
pressing
later.
It's
You
done.
wake up.
I rolled the
You
one.
wake up and it's been 20 minutes and you still haven't gotten a long rest.
I rolled the one.
You're just rolling
Dang it.
on purpose. You guys head back to your beds and or pallets or whatever it is your sleeping conditions are here. And the night passes. It feels like it takes forever as the clouds slowly roll overhead. It rains on you a couple times. It's kind of miserable here. Lucky, you still over there?
Yeah, I'm here. I can make a
I-
tiny hut, right?
You could. You could make another tiny hut.
I can do that as a ritual. What were you gonna ask?
I was going to say that by the time this conversation you guys have had amongst each other wraps up and you start to cast your tiny hut, there's a little lingering sense in the back of your mind that kind of creeps in. And you realize that your friends drove off Valenta and that she's out there somewhere in the darkness on her own. Perhaps at the under the will of Strahd.
Oh no.
A little note as you cast. You have no idea where she is,
Yeah.
and you're not foolish enough to run off into the darkness. I
Okay.
think on your own. But this charm effect is not dispelled by protection from evil and good. It is only suspended for a short amount of time, and apparently, the duration is longer than the duration of protection from evil and good.
Uh-huh.
And as the hut comes up and the group sits down and takes up positions, maybe inside the hut itself to rest, this nagging feeling in the back of your mind comes back. Valenta's out there. She needs your help, and your friends aren't going to help her.
Oh no. The people
up to-
pleaser in me is gonna go out.
It's up
Her.
to you, Riles. You're her only hope.
Oh no.
Help me, Riles. You're my only hope. And I think that's a good cliffhanger to hold off on for today. You guys will get your long rest, restore all your abilities, start off in the morning as you
Thank
guys
God.
come out of the hut, and Riles is burdened by this feeling, this feeling of like protective, friendship with Valenta that hasn't gone away.
Hell yeah. Well, great job, dudes. We beat them.
You guys
Baba
did
Lysaga.
well.
We get anything big for beating Baba Lysaga?
Bragging
You lose
rights.
a level.
You get to tell everybody in Barovia that you beat the shit out of an old lady.
Tell everyone in Canada that you beat Baba Lysaga.
You gathered some treasures from her. You have a rod of the Pack Keeper. You've collected all of her other treasures. This was a pretty bountiful win for you. And you learned some things too, I think.
Yep.
And so you're saying now that she's gone, the scarecrows won't really work, so we could go back to the ruins of Berez in a way?
Yeah, and the next game you guys can go back. And the thing is, without her there as backing up, the scarecrows are a warning system. The through threat
Right.
is if you guys, if you rouse them, they summon her. She's gone now, and the scarecrows on their own are not much of a threat to your group, especially once you've rested. They still guard the area. They'll still give warnings and whatnot. And there's a possibility that other weird shit could be drawn in by this, but it's not going to be Baba Lysaga or her tiny hut, or her creeping hut. So next game, if you guys wish to explore the ruins of Berez completely and without, the danger of a hag or, whatever Baba Lysaga was, a witch lurking about, we can do that.
Nice.
All
All right.
right.
Well, thanks for great sesh, y'all. Have a good night. See y'all next week.
Thank you all. Thank you, everybody. And good night.
Peace.